Exactly. Okay, let's move on to the next game. The next game features DR Congo um, and Zambia. Zambia were in 2013 champions, but since they won it 10 years ago, they've also not been firing from all cylinders. um, I don't know how this game. For me, I think these two teams are also evenly matched. One
Okay.
from South Africa, and the other one from Central Africa. The
Mm.
Congolese, like we've said, they've lost that touch they had when they paraded players from TP Mozambique, which was at that point was African best run club, even more than the Al
Yes.
Hali and the
The,
Esperance of
the, the of
Tunisia,
Tunisia. Yeah.
and the likes of the pyramids as well. But
Mm.
TP Mozambique is no, for me, it's like as if it's no more. I was speaking to somebody about it in the office the other day, and he was telling me that why TP Mozambique have gone down the drain was because of the owner of TP Mozambique. You know the African winner. By the time you become popular, and you want to venture into politics, and the guy tried to venture into politics to challenge the president, and they brought him down. And maybe you know how African leaders behave sometimes. Sorry, I'm bringing in all this, but I'm just trying to paint why that
But
thought
the
has
truth,
crossed.
you are saying the truth.
Yes.
You are saying the truth. That's the inner
So
story. That's from the inner story. Yes. He tried to
yes. So
venture
why
into
that
politics.
yes.
Yeah, and
So
then it affected the
and
club.
that is why I think that is why the maybe investment is no longer coming to the club. They cannot attract players across Africa and a whole lot of things. But to be frank, me and you know so that money runs football. No matter
Absolutely.
what anybody money runs football in this age. Money runs football, not managers, not players, not not
Not coaches, not even
not
not
coaches, not
legends.
not legends. It is money that runs football. So I think the Congolese have to sit down and look at what is wrong with their football. Yes, they have some players coming up from overseas, from the Premier League, from the French League on, from Turkey, and from as far as Cyprus as well. But
Yeah.
can this team uh, tonight beat the Chief Polo of Zambia? Can they do it? Because also the Chief Polo of Zambia also will also want to see if they can start their group fixtures with a win. And the once I think for every team, once they get the win in their first match, they know that yes, picking 1 or 2 points in the last two matches, we will secure a place for them in the second round or in the round of 16 rather. So,
Okay.
Noso, what's your take?
Let's look at this from this. It's like you said. I feel it's evenly matched. There is no superior team among both of them. Let's call it what it is. They are their age mates, not them. In our local
Agreed.
palace. Uh, if they lose the match, may they go fight for inside their house, not them there.
Yeah.
Because I look at it both. I was talking about the game. It was yesterday, and I said to be sincere with you, but there is no. I repeat, there is no bigger player in any of the teams. They are just evenly matched. One of the days when DR Congo were had the stars, the Umbokanis of this world, the Kriabas of this world, for DR Congo. Now they only have one man who plays in Turkey. I'm trying to remember his name right now. He's a striker. That's what they've got. And if he
Plays for
doesn't get
Turkey
the
or
goals for them, they will stop.
For Brentford.
He
He
plays for
plays for
Turkey. I
Brentford.
remember, not Visa. He's a striker. He's been there for so
Visa.
long a time. He's been there even in the time of Mbokani. He's there since
Yeah.
the time of Mbokani. He's a striker. He was in Farabache, I think so. Farabache. He was in this Spanish league as well with Villarreal at some point in his career. So I think that's what they've got. That guy is a very good player. Visa is not. It's not really the household name now because he plays for the Premier
Yes,
League.
in
Who is
Congolese
Visa in
football. Yeah.
African football? What has he done? He hasn't done.
Yeah.
Yes, he hasn't
Hasn't
done
done much.
much. That's for me. So I think that for for the team I love so much. The team I love. That is Zambia. I call them the Chief Polo, the Copper Bullets. So they won the World
Exactly.
Cup, the Nations Cup. Forgive me, can they win the World Cup? Maybe sometime in future. In 2012, when they won it, that was it. I want people celebrated with Kalusha Bwaya and the team coach, then coached by Javier Renard. They had the quality players, the Katongo brothers. They had Stapilo Sunsu. They have Kennedy Winnie. They
Yeah.
had players who played with their hearts. who wanted to make a name for themselves, who wanted to change the narrative of Zambia football. It was the whole Africa didn't believe that Zambia could leave the African Cup of Nations. I don't even think the players headed to that competition believed they could win the African Cup of Nations. But that's football, and that is why we love the round leather game, the beautiful game. But time have changed. They don't rely on their captain. I think it's Calabar and this young man who plays for Leicester City, Pats in Dakar, for their hope. And it's not where it used to be. My problem with Zambia is not that they don't have players who can play well. Because most of the players who played on the 20 Nations Cup that they won, some of them are still in this team. But there's something that about Zambia football that I always like to call out. It's just like South African football. It is the inconsistency. They could play a Tunisia team today, top team in Africa, and hit them for 4-0, and then go and play Malawi and lose 4-0. Zambia team. The problem is that you don't know what to expect from them. They've got some players, like I said, from the 20 national team that have made up the national team, and they've improved. Now the question is this: they could look into a Tunisian team or a Nigerian spy go and beat them 4-0, and Africa is screaming, "Oh, Zambia football is back! These boys are really ready to go. They will get past the top best teams in Africa, and they will go and play Malawi and lose by 3-0, and bring all the hard work down to earth." Typical Zambian team. So I want to see what Zambia team will turn up today. If Zambia team play to their optimum, I can tell you they can beat this. At least they can beat this their Congo team. But if the Zambia team that sometimes they slouch or they lose focus and they forget they are playing a game of football, this Congo can snatch a victory. It's even. Like I said, all they need to do is ensure that they take out the likes of their striking force, which is Wiza and that guy. I'm trying to get his name. Before we leave the show, if you can keep them from scoring goals, I think that the goal midfield is not as solid as it used to be. The defense as well is not as solid as it used to be. The goalkeeping department is not as good as it used to be when they had Kiriaba and one of that guy who was fantastic, first and second choice. They were on top of the world. They could shot. The guy was a replica of Kiriaba, and the problem, like I said, with Krakow is I feel this continuity. TP Mazembe affected them, yes, but there's no continuity. If there's no TP Mazembe, I don't know clubs in Zambia they can gather young talent and begin to ease them through the way teams like Mali, yes, let me use that one, like Tunisia does, just ease them. They're not big names. Ease them through. Nscani may be leaving anytime soon, but there's somebody there already, one young guy who I saw players today, like, oh, this could be the guy who will take up the bat from Nscani. That is what football is all about. It's about, and that's why Spy Goose, we are where we are. That is the problem with Spy Goose. There is no passing of batting. Today is Victor Osimhen, tomorrow is Terry Murphy, and they keep rotating on it. When they leave together. And there is no, we start looking for, who will then be the next JJ Okocha? Oh, who is the next one, Kwakano? It doesn't work that way. You have to start planning it. You get from the as they are playing. So there can be a route. When there was Okocha, there was a Wilson Ruma. Before JJ Okocha, there was Wikashi, there was a Nchan, there was a Uche Okechukwu, there was a lining. We used to have Shoromu to a Yama. Before Shoromu, there was an Aerofy. But that's what Zambia used to have. But like I said, I wait and see. I put my money. I put my money on Zambia because those boys on their day they can run riot. But like I said, my question is which Zambia team will turn up? Their problem has always been inconsistency, and that's why they've always struggled, especially when they come to the biggest when they play the big teams in the African continent.